Hey there, so it is almost time for the Arrow sale again. I actually thought it was going to be going on by now. See, last year the Arrow sale went on the 9th, and it was huge. There's a lot of great stuff, and my hair is messy, so I'm wearing a hat. I think I'm going to turn that around. And tonight, haven't been on for a while, so I thought, let's do something really cool and epic. Hope you don't mind me doing it from my kitchen, but things have been moved around. Like I mentioned in my last video, there from under my contest entry for a horror retrospective. Check out her channel. It's linked in that video. See behind me there, and over here. Well, that's my Arrow stuff. And right now, we're gonna look at all of it in depth. So the sale's coming up. If you've got some Arrow but you're not sure what else you should get, if you're new to Arrow, you just came to the right place because baby, we hit the mother load. Arrow Video is a UK company that started way back in the days of 1991. Famous for a lot of the releases that they used to do, especially the cult stuff. I found out about them through Horror Hound magazine and a great article that was on there. Though I'd seen them for years before. Got a little bit of tea in my mustache there. And in 2011, there was a huge warehouse fire where a lot of stock got lost. So at that time, certain releases became a little bit rarer to get than others, and I think that also brought some attention to the company as well. So I am going to take one of those cups over there and make myself a caramel macchiato, and when I come back, we're going to start with the Steelbooks. Arrow. It's going to be one hell of a ride. Hey there, so I got my macchiato. Yes, I have a Tasmo and a Keurig because I'm kind of into the gadgety stuff like that. And I do like caffeine. So tonight, does this thing kind of look almost like a sippy cup? It's like a caffeine sippy cup. That's what it reminds me of. It's damn good though. So let's start off with the Steelbooks. We're going to go kind of reverse here. We've got all the other stuff, the box that's all that in the back, so we're going to go with that. So Arrow's going to be doing their sale coming up. So what you're going to be looking at is what you want to get. Now, if you're a Steelbook fan, Arrow's got a lot of great stuff there. If you've ever been over to the Movie Cave Dave's channel, well, I hope to God you've been over to the Movie Cave Dave's channel. He's got some awesome stuff, and he really knows his Steelbooks. Much better than I do. But I do have a few Arrow Steelbooks I can show you guys to give you kind of an idea and a feel of what the Steelbooks are like and what you get with them. So, first off is Rabbit. Now, Rabbit is Cronenberg, early Cronenberg, and probably one of his best, if not his best, early film. Some people say The Brood or Shivers. Shivers is a great film. It's very raw, it's very visceral. But Rabbit, I think, is his most accomplished film. For me, it's one of his scariest films as well. Although Shivers scared me on a completely different level. Now, when you open it up, you're going to notice that it's got the Blu-ray and DVD. But that's not the only thing you'll notice with them. It's like, unlike some of the ones you get around North America, well, there is artwork, but you really can't see it there right now, and I don't want to take all that stuff out. So usually, what you get like an art card of some sort, and it'll be kind of like a preview or a look at some of the other films that you may or may not have. A lot of people collect these. These cards come out there to let people know ahead of time what's coming out, so you get a good idea of what some of the releases are going to be by buying some of the releases that are out now and looking at the art cards they got on the inside. Those cards aren't just cards of movies. Those are cards of movies that they have coming out. Their booklets are pretty amazing. Nowadays, their booklets are only going to be done in the first run, and after that, it's going to go to the PDF format. They do some amazing, incredible stuff in these booklets here. I just got to say, there's Really cool pictures, really cool articles, and the booklets are high for me. Right now, they announced a Arrow book that's coming out, a companion book. So me, I'm very excited about that. Something that is that's a day one buy for me. Next up is one that's a little bit controversial, and I got to talk about this one. It is Shivers. This is my favorite looking one of all the Arrow's releases. Now, Shivers does have a few seconds that are missing here and there. Now, is Shivers, will you notice it? Probably not. Most people would notice it unless they looked online and found out, and that's kind of what happened. There is one scene where the thing is coming back out of the mouth that that should have been in there, but Cronenberg, director, approved this, and TIFF here in Canada, they did the release, and they got the wrong print. Now, that being said, you can watch this movie if you've never seen Shivers, or even if you have seen Shivers before. 9 chances out of 10 that you're probably not going to notice the difference. And they've already announced that they're going to be putting a the actual corrected version of it out as well, and that's going to be fully remastered and all that. So basically, guys, during the sale, pick yourself up Shivers, and you'll probably get it for a really decent price. And once the remastered one comes out, they'll just send it to you. Again, 2 discs. Some incredible stuff. Here we have the Shivers booklet. Again, still pretty big. Now this has some great stuff on it. We got like the directors with episode with Cronenberg. Again, we have like another. This was Along with Friday. This is one that I need to pick up. And as you can see more with this one here. That's just art. And ironically, see that scene there? That is the scene that people are talking about. But I can pretty much tell you that you're not going to notice overall what's missing in Shivers, and you're going to have a fun time watching this. This is loaded with features, by the way. And when the corrected edition comes up, it's yours free because you've already bought it. Arrow's already said that, so you got to give it to a company that admits their mistakes and acts on it. Next up is the Demons 2 double pack. Now, Synapse has a really great edition of Demons and Demons 2 out. They could each come out of their own steelbook, but they each cost about $50, and that's expensive. This one is way, way less, and it still has some amazing features. I love the way this is done. It's got a booklet. We've got art on here. You can see Michelle, I think it's Michelle Save, the director, playing a role in the film. Cat o' Nine Tails, which was another release that they put out. Then again, Demons 1 and Demons 2. Just 2 fun films by Lamberto Bava, produced by Dario Argento. Everybody should have in their collection. I really do love the cases on these, and this one here, and the pictures better than I do the Synapse ones. I know it almost seems like sacrilege because everybody loves the Synapse stuff. I'm a big Synapse fan myself, but this is a really solid one with. A while back, I had the chance to get the Synapse ones for $20 each. I passed on it. That really does seem like a sippy cup of caffeine to me. One of the most beautiful things they put out. They are great with Fulci. They're great with all the Italian directors. The Beyond. I know there's like one from Grindhouse as a 7-track and all that, but I want you to just look at this for a second. I'm going to like open this up. I want you guys to look at the art that's on this here. It's incredible. The pictures on the discs on the inside. The booklet. It's beautiful. It's huge. I mean, this is a huge booklet too for this one here. We got like a... And on time, like places like Criterion and stuff are like actually cutting in their booklets. Pretty cool stuff. The Beyond kind of freaks me out because it has like the spider scene. If you're wondering if you've ever seen any of this, you've never seen The Beyond and you've ever seen the spider scene, you probably have if you've watched Amazing Spider-Man. Google it. Next up is Theater of Blood. Vincent Price, Dana Rigg. One of my all-time favorite Vincent Price films. I dig this cover. I think this should have been the front. over this. I'm not a really big fan of that. There's like a non-steelbook edition of all these here, and sometimes I'll get the non-steelbook edition when I think it's better, when the art's better. But for this one here, it's a great edition. It's too bad. And either way, it was the art very good on this one here. And truly, truly fantastic booklet with this. Look at that. Just amazing stuff. This one's put out by Scream Factory too, but their edition, even though it's the first edition, original edition is out of print, can't even touch this one. Life Force. This is an amazing edition of the film. If you ever like this movie at all, if you're a big fan of Tobe Hooper, if you like Tobe Hooper, then don't even think twice. This is the one to get. This is an amazing steelbook. By the way, the steelbooks are limited. They do sell out, so if you are interested in any of the steelbooks, grab them while you can, because I've already seen some steelbooks like kind of disappear. The Beast Within. Oh. Love the art on the inside right here. Just really cool stuff. I'm a huge fan of a lot of these steelbooks here. Now, I won't go for steelbooks all the time. It all depends on the art for me. And again, I'm here living in Canada, so what I can get, because it costs me more to get them shipped in here. Except when the sale's going on, because if you buy enough, no shipping. And a lot of times when they do this, they do like double points. So when you're buying something normal, say you want to buy like the sets. One set was like, it's like Giallo set today, a book today, they announced White Mama, Black Mama today, stuff like that. So if you wanted to go in there and buy like something like that, the points, because you gain points with every purchase you do, and points can be used to buy other Arrow films and other Arrow merchandise. And the point system is really well done. It's very rewarding, and you will find yourself using it and like getting massive deals on films. I picked up like movies like the Vincent Price box set, one of the Vincent Price box set, the Hellraiser box set and stuff like that, at a massive discount, because I was lucky enough to grab it during the Arrow sale. This one here's Time Bandits. This one is the Arrow Academy, I think. Where's the Arrow video? No, actually, it's Arrow video. Actually, but I thought this one would probably be an Arrow Academy. It's kind of like a quirky little film, but still, it's got an art house feel to it. I would see this more as almost as an Academy. But then again, I really do dig this movie. It is a cult film. It's Terry Gilliam, and you gotta like know and understand what Gilliam does with his stuff in order to like really get into it. But I do, and I really like Gilliam. Doesn't mean that you won't get it. It just means that not everybody likes it, even when they do get it. But I do find Gilliam really fun. Of course, from Monty Python. We got John Cleese in this film here. We got David Warner. I think David Rappaport is in this one here. I really enjoyed Time Bandits. Next up is one that was sent to me by Sammy. File 517. And it's a while back, actually. I sent me this one here for my birthday, for Christmas one year. Was House by the Cemetery by Lucio Fulci. And again, an incredible film. I'm a huge fan of Fulci, and especially this here, this whole Beyond trilogy stuff. This one is just incredible. So, back in the day, Arrow had these things here. See these slip boxes? They would be there. So, what made them so special is that it give you the chance to have not just like one or two, but there'd be like 4 covers. You'd have like DVDs and Blu-rays. And something that I really miss from Arrow, it's this here. Arrow used to have posters. I know that the Hellraiser has a poster, but it was a common thing. It wasn't like a specialty thing. Arrow kind of just had a lot of posters. Like it was one of the things they're known for, House by the Cemetery, and they'd be double-sided. So when you're getting it, you get like a poster, you get art cards. See, there's an art card for Beyond right there. You get like a booklet, and you have 4 different options for the for how you wanted the put the art in there. Slip boxes, I really wish they'd at least make a comeback as kind of maybe a limited edition thing, do them every once in a while. I know they do like these O-rings now, kind of they're called like slip covers here in North America. But I'd like to see for some special editions for them, see them like do some of these. I know they pretty much abandoned them, but it was part of Arrow's identity when they started out. It really set them apart from the rest of the crowd. And I know they said by taking off this, we're able to put more money into the restorations, into like garner more films. And I truly understand that, but I just think every once in a while, just put it one or two, and don't do it with like with one of their like newer type releases. Do it with like a style, like one of the style of the releases that Arrow was originally known for. Well, Arrow Video anyway was known for like the genre releases, the giallos, the horror stuff, the cheesy cult stuff. That's the stuff we want to see a slipbox on. Trust me on that one. Next up is the movie Vamp. I really do recommend this one here. Vamp is just a fun little film from the 80s, done here, I think, in Canada. It stars Chris Makepeace and Robert Russler, who you probably know from Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. Freddy's Revenge. He's the best friend. Well, he again plays the best friend in this. Chris Makepeace was a pretty famous Canadian actor at the time. He'd been most famous for the movie My Bodyguard and doing like a CBC television kind of a news show for kids that I watched as a kid. Chris Makepeace is a really likable actor. We got, of course, Dee Dee Pfeiffer in here. Of course, the enigmatic Grace Jones. A bunch of features on there. My favorite one is Bites the Big Apple, right? Yeah, Dracula Bites the Big Apple. It's a short film that was made that kind of got the guy the directing gig on Vamp's the comic actually, on Vamp, and I really dug this movie. It's dark comedy. It's fun. It's got a bit of bite. Yes, I went there. One of the first that I picked up was Inferno. This one is loaded. If you can find the slip box of this one, grab it. I'm serious. Grab this one here. It is amazing. So, I've got a ton of stuff. I'm not going to go into all these here, but this one really deserves it. There's, of course, the original Inferno cover. I apologize for the glare and stuff here, and hopefully you can see me well and hear me good, because this is my first time in a long time doing like a video out here in my dining room area. But at least you know what kind of stuff, jazz, Planters, peanut butter, all that stuff. You can kind of like look into my psyche. We have like a huge booklet here. Now this one's really cool. You're going to see recently a lot with the deep red set that's coming out. You'll notice that it had some extra bonus features that you haven't seen in a while. And it's things like this. These are kind of lobby cards. So, the postcard size. You're going to see this on in the deep red set. Not these specific ones, but like ones for deep red. And this is kind of what you're going to get. As far as I can tell, I think this is pretty much going to be the style that they're going to go with that there. So it's going to be a throwback. Again, some people called it the big butt art on this one here, and I actually really like it. That's me, that's what I like. Inferno's a great release. It's a Dario Argento release. It's giallo, and if you haven't seen it, you really should check it out. It's a part of the Three Mothers trilogy. The Three Mothers trilogy has Suspiria, which is the original. It's kind of the classic. That's not in the Arrow, by the way. It has Inferno, and it has, of course, Mother of Tears. So, well, I left the booklet out. Sometimes booklets are slimmer, sometimes they're like thicker. This is an earlier release, it's a slimmer booklet. But that being said, I'm guessing what's a slimmer booklet with this because basically she just had so much on there. It's like there's an article by Alan Jones on here. And Alan Jones has a lot of stuff for Argento's releases, especially in there. And he kind of, I remember earlier on when they were putting out certain Argento releases and certain other releases, he like mentioned on his Twitter, like he slipped up and kind of like accidentally announced the releases before they came out. Some back then, Arrow used to be associated with a forum called Cult Labs, and I'm not sure what happened, but they did end up parting ways, and they went to taking it more towards Facebook. I guess maybe for a larger audience. Arrow was starting to expand at the time, and but I remember it was kind of like a big deal when they kind of let it out. Next up is Argento. Again, I love Argento's work. Phenomena. When I say Argento, get it on Arrow. I mean, there's certain directors I'm going to tell you get on Arrow. Argento, Bava, Fulci. If you can get them on Arrow, get them on Arrow. Because they have great editions. This one is Phenomena. It's one of my favorites. You may know it here in North America as the movie Creepers. That's kind of a cut version of it. You've probably seen that around a lot. And you know that, man, that's not the that's an okay movie. This is the uncut version. Yeah, actually, I think this has both versions on here. Does it? I can't tell. I know there's a documentary on it. I can't read the full documentary. So, rather than show you, this is all the stuff that's on the inside. There's different art for different covers. You can see that there's a poster there, booklet. Next up is a favorite of mine, the bird with crystal plumage. Yes, it is Argento again. It is the first Argento. There were some issues with this release. I'm pretty sure this is the one where it was looked over by the cinematographer, and he gave it like a different aspect ratio. People were not pleased about that. And for that reason, some people say go grab the Blue Underground or grab the VCI. I do like the features that are on this one here. I like the cover, the way it's done. So I would probably wait for them to do another release of it, and hopefully like they did with D. Brad recently. But that's one of my favorites. Red Scorpion was the last Arrow slip box I was able to find. Haven't found any ever since then. But I'm a big fan of, like, you know, the kind of canon style releases, kind of the cheesy action films. You know, I talked about them on here. I've actually even thought about doing like an action, like 80s action canon type of movie review segments. I've been trying to like mix up the channel a bit. But again, just such great artwork, great poster on the inside there. It's a Dolph Lundgren classic, directed by Joseph Zito. And if you're a fan of Joseph Zito, then you recognize the name right away, because that's the guy that directed, well, he directed Friday the 13th Part 4, and he also directed The Prowler, which is one of my all-time favorite slasher films. Next two are limited edition O-rings that basically you had to get them, you had to buy them directly from Arrow's site. That's the only way to get those. And once they go, and then they go for astronomical prices. First off is Thief. This one here, and that's the cool thing with this, is that you know when you got this here edition of Thief, that you also got another extra cut of the film. Now you only got that with this O-ring edition here. It's not that there's no difference in the movie or anything. And there's like a second disc on here, a second like disc on Thief that has the other film that isn't on the other release. I mean, the other release has Thief, but this has two cuts of the film. I'm a huge Michael Mann fan. I do like the movie Thief. I like the James Caan. I think it's a fantastic film. I love the O-ring on this one here. Now the next one I got from a good friend on here. Basically, Contamination I bought, but I didn't get the slipcover. So a good friend of mine actually sent me the slipcover of this one here, and there was no like difference in the in what was on the inside. So, but I really, really wanted the slipcover, and you can see why. It is gorgeous. Just some great stuff, and it's one that I wanted a lot. So I am going to drink a little bit of this. Then you see behind me, I'm going to get some of that stuff out next. We're going to look at some box sets, some Blu-rays, some DVDs. So if you want to pause the video for a second, get yourself a drink. I'll be right back, and we're going to have some fun with this. So what's up next? Well, caffeine. DVDs. Arrow, as well as putting out some fantastic Blu-rays, also put out some incredible DVDs. So let's look at some of the DVD releases. We're going to see some of them there as well. So let's get into them. First up is the classic Christmas Evil. I love this movie. I know there is a Blu-ray out for, I think it's from Vinegar Syndrome, but I could not miss this one here from Arrow. Will I still buy the Vinegar Syndrome one? Probably, actually. But I just love this movie. great release. Look at that art there. Again, it's from Tenebrae. A great little booklet as well, and that's better watch out, better not cry, or you may die. So Christmas Evil DVD. Next up, here's one that I am upgrading. Well, that means that I'll get rid of the Arrow edition. Hells to the no. It's a great edition, packed full of stuff. Just great cover art, by the way. So actually better cover art than the cover art on the new edition, on the Blu-ray that's coming out, in my humble opinion. There's nothing humble about my opinion. In my opinion. And that's Pieces. If you haven't seen Pieces, you really need to see it, because you don't need to go to Texas to have a chainsaw, and this is exactly what you think it is. It is such a cool, cheesy, schlocky little Spanish film. I mean, there's some amazing stuff in this. There's some incredible like cheesiness, some overacting. It's bloody. There's breasts. It's so fun. It is so fun. Pieces is one of the most fun films. I just love this movie. I really do. Look at that artwork. Isn't that amazing artwork? I'm a sick bastard, probably. But I do think the artwork's incredible. And this one, again, poster. That's the poster. So if you love this art, on here, this art can be on your wall, boys and girls, because poster. Yeah. Gotta love that. Next up is another Argento one. Some of their Argento ones are only on DVD. This is one that I hope gets an upgrade to Blu-ray. I love this one. You may notice that there's like some kind of puncture holes in it, and you wonder why. Because I left it on the floor during a blackout. Because we had basically what we did, we had the computer up in our room, and power still got out. So we just got the computer, watching Argento films from the comfy of the bed, and just because we're bored, nothing else to do. It was a huge winter storm that was going on, and so we stayed in for a couple hours, like 4 hours, watching watched the birth, crystal plumage, and Stendhal syndrome. And then we went out, found a coffee shop that was open at Tim Hortons, and started passing coffees around people. There's a lot of people stuck out in blizzards and stuff, doing the cars and all that stuff. So it was kind of crazy. And we were lucky enough to have somebody come by. Well, I'm really getting off track here, and help us with one of those trucks with the Scooby things on them. Yeah, technical terms. Stendhal syndrome. Not for everybody. This is a great Argento film. It's one of his most beautifully done films. I think it's up there with Suspiria, as in just the gorgeousness of the film, the cinematography, the way that it's done. But there's a brutality to this film. The killer in this film is brutal. He's not just a killer. He's a rapist, and it is done with stark brutality. You just know that going in, that this is not something that you're going to want to watch with the grandparents. This is one that it's a great film. I personally love it, and I did love the twist that happens in the film. Some people don't, some people do. Personally, loving it. Next one's out of print. So when I show this one, I show with pride, with a lot of freaking pride. It's yeah, Savage Streets. Savage Streets. I love this movie. Linda Blair. But you know my favorite part of this? Vernon. Oh man, he's so cool. And the principal, just in case. He's Canadian, so yeah. Savage Streets is an early role for Linnea Quigley as well. This one was directed by Danny. How did I find it? Director. Thanks, Steinman. Yeah, it's fine. Close. It's late at night, so he directed Friday 13th: A New Beginning. That was the fifth one. You notice that there's not as much blood, but there are a lot of boobs in that one. It's by this director here, who this is a pretty brutal rape scene, and tried to go even farther with it, but they stopped them. Thank God. It's a great one. There's a ton of special features on this one here. It took me ages just getting through everything, and I did it in one day. I just went through it all. I just love this movie. Next up is a classic, another one. A lot of these I would love to see Arrow like put out in like new special editions. Now that the Red's being re-put out and they're putting out like a bunch of special editions, you read it Tenebrae because basically the earlier edition of it was like not well done. Uh, they've gone back, they've revisited stuff that they can. So basically, Terror at the Opera. I love this movie. For many people, this is Argento's last great film, and there's an unusual ending. There's two cuts of the film, and this one here, actually, we have the original cut and the kind of like the theatrical cut and kind of the international cut. I love the movie, and this scene right here, it's just incredible. He basically he knocks her out, and when she wakes up, she's got like these needles there, like kind of like under her eye. So she has to watch him kill a friend of hers, and she can't close her eyes. It's amazing, really well done. Next up is one that I do not recommend for many people, unless you're really into this stuff. There is a Blu-ray of this one now. They've upgraded this one. However, I want to let you know that if you're into this film and you want to get it, you want to get the Blu-ray and the DVD. Why? Because there's extra features on the DVD that aren't on the Blu-ray. Just a heads up. And it's Island of Death. That's look it up because I'm not going to tell you what this film's about. Yes. Okay, well, basically a couple go into a Greek island, do a lot of really freaked out, wacky crap and shit, and yeah, it's not for the kiddies. Next up is the classic Argento Romero, Two Evil Eyes. Love this movie. I love all Argento stuff, even like the cheese, even Dracula 3D, which is a horrible film. I loved it for certain aspects of it. Was it a good film? No. But this one here is actually pretty decent. I do find this one a pretty cool film, and you gotta love this cover here, huh? I do. This is probably the last real giallo he did, at least for now. It's Sleepless. I think there's Von Sardo's in this one here. Again, Argento. And they did this, look, and it kind of bugs me because he never did it on like the other releases, at least the ones that I got. See that there? Master of Giallo, Dario Argento. So you would think that the Master of Giallo would like just go on all the releases after that, but no. Next up was probably my least favorite Argento film that I own is The Card Player. This is again gorgeous cover. The females on these movies look incredible. Card Player is an okay thing. Basically, he's watching CSI, and you want to do like a CSI type of thing, and that's what Card Player is. It's kind of a CSI style film. This one here with all the writing on it, yes, I brag about this one a lot. That's Beyond Reanimator. Great release by Fantastic Factory. Yes, that is Jeffrey Combs' signature. I was very lucky enough to meet the guy. I was a complete dork for the first 5 minutes of our conversation until my better half snapped me out of it. Just really great stuff on here. Really, I recommend this one to a lot of people. Pick it up. It's got a great featurette that talks about every single Reanimator film that was made, every one that wasn't made, and why they weren't. There's a great history behind there. If you're a fan of Reanimator at all, you must have this in your collection. Next up is the original Tenebrae. Yes, I've got the original DVD slipbox edition. So as you can see, there's a poster in there, a booklet. There's 4 different art choices for you to choose from. I chose this classic one right here. And again, I apologize for when the glare is on there. Next up is Slaughter High. This was one of the very first that I picked up. I really wanted Slaughter High. It's just a fun, cheesy film that I adore. So some great features on here too. And Slaughter High is one of those movies that you're not quite sure if you like it or not until you get to the end of it, and then you realize like that's completely idiotic. Love it. And then you rewatch the film again. Seriously, that's what I did, because it was just so cool when you realize what the hell was going on. Next up is some Arrow Film and Arrow Academy releases. Well, one Arrow Film release, and then some Arrow Academies. Now, see, Arrow Academy is kind of a branch off. When you think of Arrow Academy, think of like Criterion style stuff, because that's what you're going to be looking at with some great features. So there are times that Arrow Academy and Arrow Video themselves have beaten Criterion at their own game. A lot of people don't want to admit that, but it's really, really true. I'm loving this camera stuff. It's keeping me going because I got so much more to do. Hope you guys are enjoying this video. Got to break up into parts, I understand, but I didn't want to. I wanted to make this epic long video for you guys because it's been a long time since I made a video, and I think that you guys deserve it. I apologize for being off for so long and just like making sporadic videos. I'm going to get back into doing more stuff. I've just been trying to do the best that I can at getting a lot of stuff done around here, especially around Christmas time. I still have to do my draw. That's coming up, by the way, very soon. So if you haven't entered the contest. Next up is Ray Harryhausen, Special Effects Titan. This is one of my favorite all-time documentaries. I'm a huge Ray Harryhausen fan. That is one of the things that me and my better half, even though we disagree on a lot of movies. She likes a lot more sci-fi, like a lot more horror. You know, she likes fantasy more than I do. But you know, we both dig certain things, and this is one thing we can totally agree on: is Ray Harryhausen and the films. So we both love this. So this documentary is incredible, by the way. If you haven't seen it, you really, really owe it to yourself to check out this documentary. It is a fantastic documentary. It's got a sexy slipcover. So if you're a slipcover fan, we didn't even know this had slipcover. It wouldn't have mattered to us anyway. So some great special features on here. I'm just going to put that right there so you can actually see it. So if anyone wants to like pause it. I haven't gone a lot into special features. It would take this twice as long as I'm doing it. I don't want to do that. Next up is a great, great film by Jules Dassin, and that is Rififi. Rififi is an incredible movie. We watched it recently, actually. It's a great heist film, a fantastic caper film. It's just a great film overall. If you haven't seen Rififi, you really owe it to yourself to pick it up, to check it out. It is an amazing film, and I think that for me, this here Arrow edition is the best edition of Rififi. Look at the 4 covers you got there. The newer one without slip box only has the 2 covers, but you still have all the features on there. I did like the slip boxes for these here. They're kind of like black, and if you can actually still find these slip boxes, I do recommend it. They have some really great stuff. Next up, here's one that most people actually don't know. It's an anthology film called Spirits of the Dead, Edgar Allan Poe, and it's of course Ultimate Orgy. It's not that type of film. Okay, so we got Bridget Bardot, Alain Delon, Jane Fonda, Terrence Stamp, Peter Fonda. It's just a great little film. I have a lot of fun with it. There's the 4 cover arts there. Features, not sure if you can see there or not. But a ton of stuff. I fan of the film, I liked it. If you're a fan of film in general, then I really recommend this one here. It's one that cinema fans just tend to take to, and it's that little slice of life, slice of cinema. If you love cinema, there are 2 editions of this movie are on here. Both are super long, but they're both very engaging films. It's the same film, you know, different cuts. Cinema Paradiso. I actually really, really love this one here. It's got a different type of packaging, so I am going to open it up for you and let you guys see inside. Look at all the features. So it opens up like this. See the little bar in the 2-disc edition. Admit 1, 25th anniversary edition. I truly do love this movie. It's a feast for the eyes. It's a great little film. I'm a really big fan of these kind of like slice of life, coming of age type of films. I do love the world of Cinema Paradiso, and when I went into it, I totally immersed myself and thought it was fantastic. So that one I do recommend. Next up is a maturing candidate. Now here's one that I gotta mention something on. There is the booklet in here, and a lot of times people like don't read like the booklets, or they read like only certain things. I really did enjoy this one here. I thought it had a great, this has the booklet I read through. Some great stuff. We have like Manchurian Candidate 2015 by Peter Knight, Facts Behind the Fiction by Neil Sanders, and contemporary reviews. And I love when they do that. Kind of like contemporary reviews thing, where basically they give you like kind of like the reviews of like what was of the film at the time, and you get to see like it's kind of a review section. Every time I look for this in the booklets, whenever I see that there, I know that I've scored big because I really love those. Don't miss out on the booklets on these here. This is a great release, by the way, a really great release. It's a Frankenheimer. It's got the director's edition on here as well for him. So pick up the Manchurian Candidate. This is the edition to grab. It's Frank Sinatra, Lawrence Harvey, Janet Leigh. I know this was remade, but this is the ultimate only edition of this movie that you need to own. Next up is another Jules Dassin film. I'm a huge Jules Dassin fan. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a fanboy for Dassin. And it is The Naked City. It's it's like a straightforward procedural. It's done very seriously. It is gorgeously shot. Dassin always is amazing. And there are 8 million stories in The Naked City. This is one of them, and I loved it. It definitely predates the procedurals and all that stuff of today. Just a fantastic film. Anything with Dassin's name in it, I do recommend. Next up is Preston Sturges' film Sullivan's Travels. This was actually on DVD from Criterion. Arrow beat Criterion to the punch and put their Blu-ray of it first. And again, features. Yeah, see how that's all special features. Great stuff. It is a beautiful edition. Ooh, I have actually damaged the booklet. I feel really bad about that because I'm very careful usually with my booklets here. So I get set and see if I can actually fix this up a bit. So basically, Sullivan is a director. Goes out to like see what the regular people are like, and just has some great stuff in here. Look at that, Chronic Lake, such a gorgeous one. And I do love these here things here. Safeguarding Military Information by Michael Brook. Michael Brook actually is really good when it comes to a lot of the writings on here. So he does some stuff that I really enjoy. Look for him too when I'm doing I'm looking at the booklets. I think he might actually be the one that's behind contemporary reviews. And if he is, it's a great job you're doing there, Michael. Ernest Hemingway's The Killers. Again, I'm a noir fan, so had to have this. Just had to have this. It's a beautiful edition. I don't have the other Killers one. I got to get it. This one here is, of course, one with Angie Dickinson in it, and Lee Marvin, just being super cool. Lee Marvin had to own this movie. I'm hoping that the sale will come and I'll be able to get the other edition of Killers. I really want that. It's a favorite of mine. Like the film. There's so many great Killers films. Killers. Killers Kiss, The Killing, all this type of stuff. The kill word. Yeah, no, random. Next up is another Dassin film. Are you shocked? Probably not. Brute Force. Again, I'm a huge Burt Lancaster fan as well. I've got Hume Cronin in there as well. Charles Bickford. Hume Cronin worked a lot with Alfred Hitchcock. His best role for me is in the movie Shadow of a Doubt, where basically he plays the next door neighbor and the dad of the main character. And the next door neighbor, they're such morbid characters, but they're so funny. They're always talking about trying to plan the perfect murder, and like they're like giving all these ideas for all these Hitchcock. We're doing like going to his friend and saying no, this is the perfect murder, and then they're like poke holes in that, and it's just really well done. And he's in this one here, and he helped pan a lot of Hitchcock's work as well. So if you've seen the Criterion edition of Brute Force, then you're going to notice one thing right away. The artwork is extraordinarily better on this one than on the Criterion. And hey, look. Still giving booklets. Just saying. Some great stuff in this one here too. Now, have we finished with Air Academy? And yeah, we are definitely going into Arrow Video right now territory, guys. So there's 2 here that I'm going to do. I'll take a quick little break to finish off my macchiato, get those other releases, some of those releases over here. But here's two great ones. First one by the Wachowskis. And it's the Wachowskis did Bound. Yeah, I know you remember them from the Matrix trilogy, and that is, you know, they did an amazing first film and then two so-so films, and then they did Speed Racer. Yeah, but this is an incredible film. It really is. Okay, I'm just gonna say this: if you're a red-blooded male, I'm gonna say these words to you: Jennifer Tilly, Gina Gershon, lesbian couple. Yes, you should be ordering this after those words. But it has a great cast. Joe Pantoliano is in this. He's a fantastic actor, really a highly underrated actor. We got the guy that played us. What's his name? The guy from Law and Order on here as well. Stabler? Oh, gosh, it's been so long since he's been on there. But just incredible stuff. Bound is a great film. It's a film noir, modern day film noir. And as you guys know, with my dad and all that type of stuff, I'm kind of big into the noirs. On Christmas Day of last year, this was the movie I got up and watched. It was the one I was most excited to see. I watched the documentary. I watched the movie. It has a great documentary. Anybody that I've recommended to has gone out and bought the document, bought this, then watched the documentary right away. It has a documentary on 80s action films, so you probably know what it is by now. Is it a perfect film? No, it's a completely flawed film, but it's a fun film. You are going to love it. It's great. It is Remo Williams' The Adventure Begins. Unfortunately, because it didn't do that well, lack of focus within the film itself, a lack of really great marketing as well. Remo Williams kind of fell to the wayside. That's a Dick Clark produced film, by the way, and it's unfortunate because you can see the beginnings of stuff if not greatness, of a cool series that could have went if they'd gone on with it. But unfortunately, when a movie tends not to do well in the first run, they kind of shove it aside, and that's what happens. Pick up Remo Williams. The adventure continues. Last year, I had a pretty Arrow type year for Christmas. It was a lot of releases that came in. I'll be right back, guys, and we're going to look at some more amazing films. A lot more amazing films. You notice that you're slowly starting to see unravel the pieces of what's behind on my cover. There's my Keurig and my Tassimo, which I use way too often. Anyway, Arrow video. First up is The Wild Geese. I love the cover on this. It's a fun little film. Though when I got it, I thought there was an edition that came out before that included both Wild Geese and kind of this Terrence type of knockoff sequel type film, which I really wanted both of them. But when I got it, I was very disappointed to find out that it only had the one release, because that was only on the second release was only there for a limited period of time. Then it went on to an Aerodrome, kind of like a DVD release. But Wild Geese, just a fun little film, Richard Burton, Roger Moore. Incredible stuff. But be careful. Always look to make sure which release you're getting, because some of them have certain things on it and certain ones don't. I'll mention things as I go through. Next up is Runaway Train. This is the best. This is the Academy Award winning picture. Was never won Cameron, but it's that Cannon put out, but should have won awards. So it's just a great film. It's an action picture. It's definitely a white knuckle picture all the way through. We got John Voight, Eric Roberts, Rebecca De Mornay. We got some convicts and a girl and a train that's completely out of control. If you haven't seen Runaway Train, I don't want to give away too much. I just got to say, go get it. Strap yourself in for one hell of a ride. It's a great, great film. Yeah, it's probably not at all what you're thinking it's going to be. It's much better than that. And again, as always, a ton of special features. Next up, I just started to get into Arrows, Western releases. And I just got a couple of them here. I have Day of Anger. I moved it. This is the original art, actually. There was a different artwork on it before, and it was okay, but I really prefer this art. It's just a great release. Again, this is a 3-disc edition. We got the Blu-ray here. We got 2 DVDs of it. Just to let you know, Dave Anger's one of the very first North American releases that they did, and that's great stuff. And with Arrow, a lot of times one of the things you notice with a lot of stuff the Kino puts out, like Macbeth and stuff like that, they'll put it like the one edition, then you get like you want to get the other edition of the Babel one, you got to buy a separate release to get that. Arrow doesn't do that. Arrow puts out, like, if there's an Italian one, if there's an English audio subtitles, they're going to work hard to like get a complete release for you, and they do with this one here. We got like I got to like stop to actually mention and talk about it. So there's a Blu-ray and standard DVD presentation of both versions of the film, the original theatrical release and the shortened version that was screened internationally. Now we got a mono audio with English or Italian soundtracks on the longer cut and English soundtrack on the shorter cut, because that was what, that's what they have, the English one. So it was done over here for England for like for English speaking audience. A bunch of features, but I just had to mention that they do have a lot of these releases that give you both like audios, the English audio, the Italian audio, whatever type of like audio is there. So you'll have that choice, and you'll be able to watch. If you're a subtitle person like me, you want to hear it in its original language, you'll be able to do that. But you're given the choice. You're not like forced to get one or the other, or to buy 2 releases to get the one disc you want. Get both versions of the film you want. You should have that in one. And Dave Anger's just a great Western, by the way. I really liked it. Next up, another fun little Western. Very featureless Western. They just put this one on the Aerodrome originally. It did really well, so they went back and they put it on Blu-ray. I'm glad they did. I would have picked it up either way. But Django Prepare Coffin. It's a fun spaghetti Western. I really, really did enjoy it. And I'll show you this is the one I do want to show you the cover on, because it actually is pretty cool. That there, by the way, is the kind of poster for Thief. Another one of the art cards. Really glad to have this in my collection. I like Django films. One of the announced releases for the U.S. is actually North America is White Mama, Black Mama, which is a Pam Grier film. I'm a huge Pam Grier fan. Why did I say that? Because I'm about to show you some Pam Grier stuff that they put out that I really recommend you get. First off is Foxy Brown. It is such a fantastic film. I forgot what a great film this was, and this release is incredible. It's all kinds of features on there. The first black man to actually be in the Stuntman's Association. He's interviewed on here. They have some great blaxploitation actors. They talk to them on here. They just have such great stuff. Foxy Brown is an incredibly fun film. I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed this style of film. So whenever I see one of these, whenever I see Arrow putting one of these, I know I'm getting it. It's something I get very excited about. So next up is Coffee. She's the godmother of them all. The baddest one-chick hit squad that ever hit town. I really did Coffee. Both of these films I like. And, it is... This may be... For me, it is better... I'm going to say it. This is better than Foxy Brown. I do like Coffee better than Foxy Brown. I do find this a really cool release. Here's the other artwork. I even struggle back and forth how much art to use because it's just so good. Both the artworks on these are. If you like Pam Grier, it's a blaxploitation film, so kind of action, and there's going to be like copious amounts of nudity. It is, it's something that's going to be fun to watch. And Coffee really is a fun one. Grab yourself up some coffee, get some Foxy Brown, brew yourself some actual coffee, and trust me, excellent stuff. Next up is one that not enough people know about, and it's one that I find really fun, and Chris Watkins, King of New York. Look at the cast of that, seriously. David Caruso, Lawrence Fishburne, Wesley Snipes, Steve Buscemi, just some incredible stuff, and the features on here are just amazing. And I'm a huge fan of director Abel Ferrer, so having this one was like a no-brainer. This was one of the ones that had like a special kind of like limited edition, like Steelbook type thing. Not sure if it's still available. If it is, I do recommend it. I just love the art on this. I love this film. Wanted to own it, and thanks to Arrow, I do. It only cost me, well, it didn't cost me that much because I got it on sale. Next up, I don't get a lot of the Japanese ones, but this one I did pick up, and it's branded To Kill. It's just a fun film. It's got basically another version on here of the film. And when I say another version, I mean another version of the same film. Like this film here was like had another not a reboot, kind of like a reimagining of it. Was done years later, and that one is Trapped in Lust. That was done in 1973, and it's a unique, different version of the film. Branded Kill on here. 2 editions, 2 discs, the Blu-ray and the DVD. Of course, there's the poster for Dave Anger. Next up is another cool action film, The Exterminator. I love this one, Robert Ginty. You are the man. Just some incredible stuff here. You can definitely see the special features on this one. Just a huge fan. It's kind of a revenge flick. Again, I buy a lot of directors too. So one month when they're having the big special on, I said, okay, this time I'm going to go for all the Brian De Palmas because I'm a huge Brian De Palma fan. So I grabbed up Fury. Really fun film. I actually haven't watched this one again since I got it, and I really should. The booklet is actually pretty. It's decent size. I really got to rewatch Fury. I haven't seen this in a long time. Fun little film. It's the only one of the De Palmas that I really haven't watched in a while. Obsession is probably one of the De Palmas that I obsess about. I really think this is a great film. It's highly underrated. I really suggest you try and just rediscover this one. It's kind of, in a way, it's kind of De Palma's version of it's my cat over there. De Palma's doing kind of Vertigo style film. It's just a really cool film. Cliff Richardson plays. What did I say? So basically, sorry, Cliff Robertson. Yeah, it's late. Plays the, hey! Not supposed to scratch there. Don't do it! It's my pet owner voice. My dad voice, too. Obsession. Great film. Check it out. You got some great actors in this one here. We have some short, early De Palma films on here too as well. Wanton's Wake and The Responsive Eye. Incredible stuff. Next up is another De Palma film, because you know I gotta have it. Dress to Kill. I know that there's a Criterion edition out, but you know, for me, it's all about the Arrow. And like they show the De Palma collection, ones that they have out. The only one in that I don't have in the Arrow of Brian De Palma's, and I won't re-buy it because I do own the Criterion edition of it, is a Blowout. I already had it and had it for quite a while before this one was announced. So I would love to have it, but I can't see myself re-buying the movie again. Phantom of the Paradise, one of everybody's favorite musicals, hopefully, and a great film. Oh, of course, the late William Finley is in this one here. My super crush, Jessica Harper. I swear the girl gets more beautiful every year. She just is one gorgeous woman. Her singing is incredible in this. She plays character Phoenix. Of course, we have the fantastic, oh God, don't tell me. Short blonde. Paul Williams. Paul Williams, who did the score for this one here, plays, of course, the evil character. It's just a great film. Just check it out. Really fun. Ton of features on this one here. I know you're wondering, should I get this one? Should I get the Scream Factory one? Get this one. There also is a great Steelbook this as well. I kind of personally dug this art right here. Next up is another De Palma film. Yep, I gotta have them all. Well, except for Bloyle. I gotta keep Bloyle down the road. I got it on the Criterion, but I just need to have it so it fits in with my arrows. Sisters. I really, again, huge fan of Margot Kidder. Huge crush on her when I was a kid. Of course, this is my Lois Lane. No other Lois Lane can even touch her. Well, maybe the original girl, No O'Neill. She was really cool. But I did like Margot Kidder. She is my Lois Lane. She stole my heart from within Black Christmas, and then when she was in Superman, and even like in this one here, her and Jennifer Saul in the movie Sisters. Yes, that creepy doctor-looking dude. That is William Finley from Phantom of the Paradise. Next up is what I think is one of the all-time best releases for me that Arrow put out. It just was comprehensive. All the features were incredible. The presentation is fantastic. It's just a great, great film. Everybody should own this film anyway, but the Arrow edition is, for me, the definitive edition of this movie that you're going to get, and that is the Philip Kaufman classic Invasion of the Body Snatchers with Donald Sutherland. Yeah, the cover can be a bit of a giveaway if you haven't seen the film, but so that being said, it's amazing. And the booklet is, we're not talking about a little booklet here at all, by the way, guys. Yeah, it's fantastic. It is fan-freaking-tastic. There's like kind of like a panel discussion on here as well. That is just out of this world, just great stuff. Speaking of releases that just blow your mind, Mark the Devil. Again, another fantastic release. This movie's not for everybody. Now, I'll be the first person to say this movie can be a little bit slow. It can be a little bit like not to everybody's taste, but there's a great documentary on here about like when cinema was changing, was going from like the whole the Hammer days of kind of like the Gothic style into a more brutal style, a more realistic style. Was just times were changing, and that like change in English cinema at the time, in English horror cinema was coming around because Pete Walker were starting to like emerge to the forefront, and right here, great stuff. And this is when I opened up this and I saw this, and I freaked. And we're gonna get to that. Next up is, again, another fantastic. There's so many fantastic releases. They just put out such great stuff. Zombie Flesh Eaters. So many zombie movies have been zombied out. I've been pretty much can't do it with zombies anymore. I'm done. I watch Walking Dead every once in a while, but I gotta be like, okay, no, just too much. But this movie, I love Zombie vs. Shark, the eye impale scene. Just the whole cheesiness of the film. I love this movie. It is like just a fun film, and just from start to finish, it's not boring. It's not, it's not like, oh god, this thing again. It's just really cool and really fun. I love this movie. Here's one that I picked up. I haven't got a chance to watch the Arrow edition of this one yet. But I do remember this film extremely well. And it is the Hammer film, The Hound of the Baskervilles. I was extremely excited to get this. Isn't that a gorgeous cover, guys? Look at that. Just soak in that cover for a second. Just see how amazing that is. Peter Cushing, Andre Morel, Christopher Lee in a rare role as a good guy. Yes, he is. Just great stuff. We have the Many Faces of Sherlock Holmes documentary on here as well. An Actor's Notebook with Christopher Lee. Just some incredible stuff. If this is on the sale, guys, you don't have it, really, I do recommend you pick it up. It's a great Hammer film. It's a classic film. It's a great Sherlock Holmes film. Cushing is just fantastic as Holmes. My favorite Holmes of all time, not gonna lie to you, it's Jeremy Brett. But Cushing does an amazing job with Sherlock Holmes. It's just an incredible film. Next up is, yes, Big Trouble in Little China. I'm a huge fan of this film. I'm a big Carpenter fan, as you guys all know. If you've seen my... So I'm thinking... I'm going to switch that around. We need the real art. Yeah, we do. I don't know why I didn't switch this one around yet. So... obviously you guys want to see the art for Big Trouble in Little China. The stuff you're used to seeing. Like kind of the cool Big Trouble in Little China. Huge fan. Love this movie. Uh, they're remaking it. Not a big, not happy about that, but you know it's gonna be done. Hopefully it'll give like Kurt Russell and John Carpenter kind of like a boost again to so people go back and look at this movie again. It got lost in the market. It was a really hard movie to market because it just has so many different aspects of so many different types of genres in here. But it is a great film. Check it out, guys. Next up is the classic Larry Cohen film. You know I'm always going to have Larry Cohen. The Stuff. I love The Stuff. I really, really do. The Stuff. Great film. Fun film. Michael Moriarty in this is incredible. Michael Moriarty is incredible anyway, but he does a really great job in this movie here. My son actually watched this one, was a huge fan of the film. He was already a huge fan of Larry Cohen from the It's Alive films. Of course, there's Q the Winged Serpent, was also a fantastic film. I got it on my Scream Factory releases. But if you haven't seen this one here, it is a great film. It's got subversive type messages that Larry Cohen has that are really, really awesome. He's just a great writer. Next up is one that this is one that I do recommend. And just ask Lauren. He also loves this movie. It is White of the Eye. It's an incredible movie with by Donald Kamal. And it's got a great documentary on here that it's amazing. It is amazing. And basically Donald Kamal, the ultimate performance. If you haven't seen that documentary, you really should. It is incredible. This is an incredible movie on its own. This movie here is fantastic. There's a short film on here by Kamal as well. It's kind of like and you can have it with like kind of like a commentary. Just great stuff. Of course, the late Donald Kamal is a fantastic director. A lot of demons. The Burbs. There is actually a steelbook of this one. I just this one actually has a work print. The Burbs on here too. So like you have the uncut work print. So I always love work prints when I put those on films. You know, because they're not going to be like the Blu-ray releases. They're going to look more VHS style. Because it's a work print. That's what it is. And you know that going in. But no, the movies here are like remastered and all that here. But I just wanted to have that. And I love the work prints on here. Space Jesus Time. The Visitor is a cool little film. I love to see artwork. I did put on the original artwork. I didn't like the artwork that they had on there. It was kind of like, was this? It was meh. But fun film. Not for everybody, though. It is like one of those kind of quirky, kind of MST3K type ones that you really got to be in the mood for. Comedy Terrors, Vincent Price. If you're a Vincent Price fan, you're going to enjoy this. Directed by Jacques Tourneur, so. Lemon Popsicle was a very famous Israeli film, talked about like sex and relationships and teens, and it kind of broke grounds. They remade that, and they called it The Last American Virgin. It's a Canada release. It's got a great soundtrack, fantastic film. It seems some certain aspects of it may seem a little odd because it is kind of a translation from the actual director of Lemon Popsicle, and honestly, just pick it up. It's just, if you like the 80s at all, this is kind of like a snapshot into the 80s. So, what happens when you make one kind of like version of like coming of age type film? You got to make another coming of age film. Different director, fantastic director. The awesome, amazing Bob Clark made the movie Porky's. Porky's is one of the movies that I watched as a teen. So a lot of you guys here are probably young. You probably watched American Pie. That was your like kind of like coming of age type of film. Maybe you're like later you watch something. Not sure what today's coming of age film will be, but mine was Porky's. It was fantastic. We had the beautiful Kim Cattrall. Just a fun film, and has to be seen to be believed. Speaking of movies that had to be seen to be believed, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Great release, great cover art, much better edition than you got here in the we got here in North America. Funhouse. Again, this was given to me by a great friend of mine who also got me that slipcover for like Contamination. So he surprised me by actually having this inside, and I have like a DVD of this release this, but this is such a better release. I love the artwork on this here. I got to have all the kind of cheesy slasher type films, especially that Arrow puts out. Speaking of cheesy slasher films, what a segue, right? Madman Mars. It's such a fun film. It is such a weird film. There's an 80-minute documentary on here that's just fantastic. It's just really good. Um, the hot tub scene has to be seen to be believed because it's just super awkward. But it is like, you can tell it's like a bunch of like non-actors that are making this film and have a bunch of fun with it. Madman. Check it out. Great cover. Great release. Vinegar Syndrome did a very similar release to this one here. If you're in North America and you want to grab Madman, you don't have a region free player yet, then I do recommend that you pick up the Vinegar Syndrome edition if you don't have a region free player. But guys, it's incredible stuff. Get a region free player. It's awesome stuff. It'll change the way you collect. Trust me, it really will. It changed my collecting habits completely. Tenebrae. They did a decent but meh release of Tenebrae. Basically, the DVD edition of Tenebrae, the original, was way better than the Blu-ray. So they did a whole complete new remastering of Tenebrae, put it out with extra special features on here, and did an awesome release. And I had to pick it up because I'm a huge fan. One of my all-time favorite Argento films, probably my favorite of the Giallo films. Yes, even more so than Deep Red. Tenebrae just has that thing for me. I love the soundtrack. The score on Tenebrae is amazing. It's just incredible. I can listen to it day and night. Next up is another Argento film. It is The Cat o' Nine Tails. This really is a bit of a giveaway at the cover. But I love the cover, actually. It's amazing. Not one of the more action-packed Argento ones, but I do enjoy it. It's really fun. Carl Malden, James Franciscus. Gotta make sure I get the right actor there. I think it's James Franciscus. I totally am not going to say the name right. My voice is gone by the way. Cat o' Nine Tails, great film. Next up is one of the Bavas. I'm collecting some of the Bavas, so I got a few of these. Lalsberg actually got all the Bavas, I think, recently. Awesomeness. This is The Girl Who Knew Too Much. The other edition is on here as well. The Evil Eye. This is a 3-disc edition because it wants to give you basically the all different versions of the film because that's the way they roll. Black Sunday is another fantastic Mario Bav release. It's just a great film. This one actually has the original, the very first Italian horror film, speak with with sound. It's called I Vampire, and it's on this release as well. So it's on disc 3. Yes, there are 3 discs. This is a great release. It's a fantastic release. Next up is the very, very cool, very scary Black Sabbath. Just look at that there. Freaked me out as a kid, freaked me out today, freaks me out when I pick up the case. She was just one hell of a creepy looking character. Love this one. Fantastic film. Fantastic stuff. Next one was given to me by a great friend of mine on here, James, and I really do recommend this film. And I gotta take a second out. Now, I've been blessed enough that I've had some friends on here that have actually been nice enough to send stuff my way, and I want to take the second to say that I really do truly appreciate anything that does come my way. I don't ask for anything, and the fact that these people, there are people out there that actually send me stuff, out of the goodness of their heart, just nice, kind people, it really means a lot to me. When you work at this here and you do this channel and it's just kind of like fun, it comes like an outlet and you're kind of your lifeblood when it comes to collecting stuff, and you start to talk to and meet people on here that are collectors like you, because it's not always easy to find people that are around you that collect this stuff and just that are into it. And when somebody that appreciates it enough and you kind of have like a collector connection there and liking the same stuff, that they actually send you out something, it touches you, and and people they do it without like James does it without actually asking for it's not asking for anything back. It's not a trade. It's just out of the goodness of his heart. And I really sincerely appreciate stuff like that. It's like with the Funhouse, and that it was just somebody came on and they said, I got this here. Would you like it? Like, of course I would. I'm a movie fan. I'm definitely going to take it. I love this type of stuff, and it touches me. And like, sometimes, although I'm really happy on here, I can be having a really rough day, or just one of those times when things are getting to me and I just don't want to talk to anybody, or I don't want to come on and turn on the camera and make anything, a video, make anything. But stuff like this makes it worthwhile. It just makes me. I know people are watching, and they actually do appreciate that all the time that it takes to do this stuff, and that I'm doing this because I just want people to get an appreciation for cinema, to actually show their stuff as well. I've been lucky enough to see and meet people on here that have gone on from being commenters to making their own channels, and I am very proud of everyone that has gone on to do that, and that is an incredible thing. I want to stop and say that right now. Kudos to all you out there, and with me, I try to keep up with as much of the stuff as I can. But honestly, I don't get to watch as many of the channels. Even like my friends' stuff, I don't get to watch as much as I used to be able to watch. Work has been insane lately. But every once in a while, I'll turn on someone, and I'll just watch a few of their videos. Every once in a while, look at people, and sometimes I'll comment, sometimes I won't. But know that even if it doesn't seem like I'm commenting, or we don't know, yeah, I've probably watched it at work, on break, or I'm saving it up and I'm gonna watch a bunch at a time, and that's kind of what I do with my good friends, people that I know on here, with just some videos in particular that I like to watch. And I just want to get out there and say that because I want people to know that you guys are appreciated, sincerely and utterly appreciated. And when I look at this, is one of my favorite movies. And somebody, James, sent this to me at the blue. That was it choked me up. It did. And same thing with that. Anything that's been sent my way, it was really cool. Thank you, James. Thank you, everybody that's ever sent anything my way. And James gets the props right now because basically I got choked up. But everybody out there that has ever watched the channel or commented, or not just sent anything, but just sent even words across the screen, or a thumbs up, or just a comment, it's truly appreciated, and it makes me want to it's the kind of rev in my engine that keeps me going and making these videos, especially when they're long like this one here. Watch Blood and Black Lace. It's a great edition. My voice is going. Bay of Blood, fantastic edition, great film, Marabella. When I come back, we're going to be looking at the last ones of all, the box sets. You're going to see some cool stuff there, some out of print stuff there, some really decent stuff there, and I'm probably going to have a drink in between. Thanks for staying with me. Box sets. If anything Arrow has become known for in the last year or so, it's box sets. Doing them better than any other company, and that includes, pretty much anybody. They just have scored on the box sets. So I got a couple here to show you guys. Some newer ones, some older ones, some out of print ones. Some recommendations. First off is one that I strongly recommend. That is itchy right there. Edgar Allan Poe's Black Cats. What you're seeing there is a picture from your room is a lock key, your vice is a lock key, and only I have the vice locked door, and I only have the key. My God. A film that I utterly adore. It is actually a giallo. The second film, this Black Cat, is done by Lucio Fulci. It's not so much a giallo as the Vice is, but it is a very fun film. Not Fulci's best, but it is a great film. A good friend of mine, Lauren, actually is a really big fan of the Black Cat, and if Lauren's a really big fan of it, trust me, there's awesomeness in this film. There's awesomeness in that guy. There truly is. He truly is a nice guy. If you haven't, he does Ron's reviews. He does a streaming channel as well, and he's been busy as of late with family matters, but just a great guy with some great stuff. So check him out. Oh, the Black Cat set, I do recommend it. If you're a Giallo fan at all, if you like this style of filmmaking, Fulci's on here. We got Sergio Martino. I'm a huge Martino fan. Martino's probably best known for the movie Torso. He did some other great films as well. Just some fantastic stuff like The Strange Vices of Mrs. Ward. And just pick up the set. It's really good. It's really worth it. If you haven't checked it out yet, if the sale's coming on and this thing is on the sale, it's got a book there. It has the original Black Cat story in there. Some great, great stuff. I'm not going to get into all this stuff right now. You can actually look at my other reviews and see like the unboxings out of them. And if you want me to really get into something in depth, I can do it at another time, and I will. Okay, I apologize for this clearing my throat, but my voice is going. So, get some tea. Next up is the one that you guys saw me gush about, talk about, do a video when it was introduced, and it actually became a very popular video of mine. Was the intro was basically talking about this release and all the stuff that was going to happen to it. And finally, it came out with a little bit of a delay, but man, was this delay worth it! It is the amazing, incredible Hellraiser: The Scarlet Box. It had such sights to show you. It has Hellraiser 1, Hellraiser 2, Hellbound, and Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth. Some people don't really like Hellraiser 3. I really got a kick out of it. And it's a great movie. It's just fun stuff. CD head. Just, come on, man. The next one is at a print, so if you can find this one like on eBay, or you're lucky enough to find this in a charity shop or something like that, definitely pick it up. I really think it's worth owning. I'm a huge Vincent Price fan, so that's one of the reasons for me. And I think these two movies are fantastic anyway. And it is the complete Dr. Fives. This one was at a print. I better have found this one. Score me a brand new copy on eBay. Great 2-disc Blu-ray edition, limited edition contents around here. Got the book as well. Just some great stuff. 9 killed her. 9 shall die. 9 eternities in June. I love means never to say you're. It means never having to say you're ugly. It's one just a very, very cool release by Arrow. Just amazing, amazing stuff. How did all this get started? How did all these box sets? Well, this one didn't start. This was one of the big ones that just kind of like things kind of progressed really quickly after this one. And it was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. A great release. It has Blu-ray and DVD. It has Tobu short films on there as well. A ton of features. I'm a huge fan of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the series. I have all of them. I don't have the first one on Blu-ray yet. That's one I will be getting down the road. I'm not sure what edition to get. If I want the 4-disc edition or get the Black Maria for that extra disc and the kind of like the bonus feature stuff. It just looks really cool as well. There's just some really, but that's one of the ones I gotta get. I gotta get that one Friday 13th. The tin set as well, even though that one's they're harder to find now. They're more expensive, so I'll pick them up down the road. But this one here, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, just a really fun film, really well done. Great presentation. The book in this one's fantastic. I did read the book, and I think there was an article by John Kenneth Muir, which I read like 2 or 3 times. I like that writer a lot. Actually, I got some of his stuff. Next up is one I'm proud to say that I was able to pick it up. This one did go to print, I think, and it is. If it didn't go to print, guys, pick it up. This is the limited edition one. I'm pretty sure this one out of print in both U.S. and U.K. But there's like an unlimited edition that's out there that's not with this packaging. But it is such sexy packaging, and it is just got the full comic book with it, and I really, really dig that actually. And it is Society. Brian Yells in the film. It is not for everybody, but it is a classic in my opinion. And I love Society. I really do. I love the music behind it. I love just like the whole subversive message. Billy Warlock. A lot of people have ragged on the way that he acts in the film, but I think it's fantastic. I think he does a great job. Everybody is just like amazing in here. And it's got the comic. I mean, like, actual full comic. This comic is a sequel to the movie, an actual sequel, and I love when they do that. This is the first time I've actually seen them do that. I know that there's Demons. When Demons was put out on Blu-ray, I had like 2 different discs. he actually had a comic version, which was kind of like an unofficial Demons 3. And I really dig when we do this stuff. This was an actual comic that was put out like years ago. That was an actual a sequel to Society. It's amazing. The next one is Arrow Films release. The only Arrow Films release in my collection that I have on kind of the World Cinema release. The only World Cinema Arrow Films one that I have. I'm a big fan of this director. I recently got 2 Eureka's Blu-rays of this director, and I got this one here in the Casablanca Mall in Casablanca, because if you follow my channel, then you know that my better half was actually born in Casablanca. She's from Morocco, and I traveled down there last year. Well, it was last year now. Oh my God, it was 2 years ago. Wow, I traveled down there not that long ago, and with my kids and her, and we just had a blast. It was amazing. I did a couple videos from down there. If you want to go look them up, it's gorgeous. If I ever go down there again, I'm definitely gonna be doing some more videos, doing a lot more out and about stuff. Let you guys see some places like Essaouira, Casablanca Mall, the Marrakesh Mall, stuff like that. I wish I would have taken more footage. But again, I bought this one at Casablanca Mall. I didn't even know that Arrow was like available in there, but it was, and it's the Claude Chabrol collection. Just that has 8 movies on it. We have oh God, I'm not even going to try and pronounce them. So here we go. It's too late in the night for me to be pronouncing films. Like, he's kind of like a Hitchcockian type director. Though he does, some other stuff like Madame Bovary. And so I'm not going to open up all these, but just to give you an idea of what this is like. We got eight movies. Count 8 movies, guys. There's another addition to it. There's like a second one that I wouldn't mind having as well. I'm not sure if it's still in print or not, but this is the Claude Chabrol collection. Aerodrome. What is Aerodrome? Aerodrome is the kind of the low budget version of gotta do this. I hate when these things come out. Of Arrow, on a shoot off of the company. Basically, a way to say, okay, here's some stuff. Maybe you're not ready to like fully invest into like the big special editions. Here, dip your toes in the Aerodrome. Plus, here's some stuff that we don't think will be able to be remastered for Blu-ray. So here's the best edition that you're going to get it for right now. And if there's remaster available on board, we can do it. This one was already done on Blu-ray. But it's been a long time. When I bought this here set, it's been a long, long time since I'd seen these films. And I didn't know if they were going to hold up. I'm really glad that I picked up this set, even though I have all these films now on Blu-ray. Except for one. But I do have all the films. In very different versions. And it is the Lucio Fulci set, the Gates of Hell trilogy. It comes with its own booklet, which I thought was really cool. It's DVD editions. It does have some special features on here. Of course, all the special features that are on here will be on the Blu-rays, so you'll be getting the booklet and the artwork. I do like the way the cases are done here, kind of like they're very kind of classic, very cool. Recommended. Strongly recommended. Next up is another one that I think, it's out of print now, and it's a fantastic one. It's the Vincent Price 6 Gothic Tales. If you ever get a chance to pick this up, really sincerely do. It has some great features, some great movies. And the book, it's like 200 pages, hardbound book. It also has, again, comics of some of the stories as well. Just incredible stuff. So here we have The Fall of the House of Usher, Pit and the Pendulum, Tales of Terror, The Raven, The Haunted Palace, and The Tomb of Ligeia. Just some great stuff. And if you haven't got it, truly, you must. It's just a great one. This one here is another favorite of mine. As you guys know, I'm a Cronenberg fan. So I needed to have this. Now, there are some features that are on the Criterion that aren't on here. And there are some great features on here that aren't on the Criterion. For me, it was worth it to have both the Criterion release and the Arrow video version release. Why? because I'm a huge fan of this film. I want the most complete release that I can have. Neither one of these had a complete enough release for me to just have one of them, but this one here is definitely the for me the winner out of both of them. If you have to have one of them, go with the Arrow edition, in my humble opinion. But it's all depending upon what you want, what you like, and Videodrome. It's just got a bunch of great stuff on here. It is a sexy looking box set too. Look at this. So we're just gonna collector's booklet again, exclusive to this here. The Blu-ray and this story is exclusive on DVD. So we got Cronenberg's early work on here. We have like Transfer, From the Drain, Stereo, Crimes of the Future. All on here we have with commentaries and all this type of stuff. We have Videodrome, a bunch of features, all kinds of limited edition content. Just incredible. Again, I think this one might be able to print as well. I think this one actually sold out before the release actually came out. This is one that my better half actually found for me, and it's beautiful, beautiful set. Two more to go, and one of these here is one that a lot of people have looked at. Originally, before I picked up, I got more releases. I had this one kind of showing outwards. It was always on the back, and people would always comment on it. So I regretted having to finally turn it sideways to make space in my shelf. And I'm guessing a lot of males that watch this, and maybe females who actually were sad as well. And that is the now much out of print, much sought after Russ Meyer's collection. Yes, it is gorgeous, and yes, she is. It is a fantastic release. We have 19 Russ Meyer's films on here. We have a book as well. Just really incredible stuff. I cannot recommend this one enough. If you can find this one, I do recommend it. There's some great stuff on here, great featurettes. Some people like Kit Nativita. You have stuff on here. Just most of his films are on here as well. You grab this one and you grab up the upcoming release of Beyond the Valley of the Dolls. You're set for Russ Meyer films. Just set for a long time. So if you can find this one, decent price, get it. It's really, really fun. Last but definitely not least is a favorite of mine because it reminds me of the old, going back to the VHS days and going into the store and renting stuff. And it was kind of a cool rental type release. It actually is called X Rental, and it is right here. Maniac Cop on here on DVD. Cheerleaders. We got McBain. We got Penitentiary. What's really, really cool is Cheerleaders also has Revenge of the Cheerleaders, which I think is the second or third Cheerleaders movie, because there's a series of those. As a bonus on here as well. It gets its own disc. We have Penitentiary on here, but what else do we have? We have Penitentiary 2. Yes, these things were expensive to buy. And some of these actually have some features on there, and I'm pretty sure, I'm going to just look, since this is the last one, going to give you a look at the kind of cool retro-ish cover. And yes, they do. They all have their own booklets, by the way. Just so you know, it's just some very cool stuff. I love the Penitentiary films, by the way. And, there are features on here as well. There's another commentary on the film. Of course, there's a sequel with Ernie Hudson and Mr. T. Different ones are different features. I do have the Blu-ray Maniac Cop from Synapse. So it was really cool to grab this one as well. If I look at the other Maniac Cop, and that one is features that aren't on the DVD and on the Blu-ray, I would definitely pick it up because I'm a huge Maniac Cop fan. So there you go, guys. This is my complete Arrow video collection. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. This has been a movie-length episode, special for every one of the people out there that have been watching me for a long, long time. This is dedicated to every one of you guys because I wanted to make something epic, something huge, something different, something big, and just rather than just this, here's this, and which is kind of what it was. I got to talk about some stuff as I went through, and I hope you guys understand that it's been a while since I've been on here, and I just really wanted an outlet to talk to you guys, to bring my friends here, you guys, closer, and just talk about some stuff. So I hope that by going through these here, you've seen some arrows that have piqued your interest, that maybe when the sale comes up, that you'll be interested in picking up. Thank you again for watching. For me right now, my voice is completely gone. It is time for tea. And thank all of you that comment. It means a lot to me. And even when I don't get back right away, especially recently, know that every time I look and I see one of your comments on here, or I hear something or get a message, it's a huge part of my day. It's an awesomeness. Thank you. I am eternally grateful and humbled. I'm Aaron, Prof. Pin. Thank you for watching. Have a great night. Blessed holidays and Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. I'll talk to you guys soon. This is my movie. This is my epic movie length video. And it is time for tea. And as always, go watch some movies. Share your passion with someone, and with film or whatever the heck you're into. And I'll be doing some PS Vita ones after Christmas. Fingers crossed I should get the Vita for Christmas, which is something I really want. And I am out of here. Have a good night.